Let's review some basic algebra. Now, the first question here, if you have two X-ray machines and you add 3 more X-ray machines, how many X-ray machines do you have in total? 2x plus 3x is going to be 5x. You just add the coefficients. So we're dealing with variables x and a. It doesn't really matter what letter you use. These letters, whether it be A, B, C, D, or whether it be even Greek letters, theta or some other Greek letter, they're just placeholders for values. 5a minus 4a. If you have 5 apples and you take away 4 apples, how many apples do you have? You could say 1a, but the better and more simple answer would be just apple. You have an apple. Okay, number 3. Pi is a constant. Pi is approximately 3.14. It's a very special number in math. If you have 5 pi plus 2 pi, how many pi's do you have? You have 7 pi's, and you have an upset stomach. Now this kind of algebra, whether it be an expression, a bunch of x's and a's and b's and pi's, could look quite complicated because there's many terms. Each term is separated by a plus or minus sign. But when we're learning about algebra basics, basically you have a nice expression which has no equal sign, and the next question does have an equal sign. These are called equations. This is all kind of the same topic, algebra basics, but let's just practice cleaning this up here. You have 5x, and then you have 3x. You're not allowed to mix different letters. You're not allowed to mix constants versus x's. So keep the like with the likes. What's 5x plus 3x? When I say plus 3x, the plus or minus sign is to the left of the actual term. What's 5x plus 3x? The answer is 8x. And what is negative 2 plus 7? If you have $7 and you spend $2, you now have positive $5. So that's the simplified expression. Number 5. Now, why is this the case? Why is 2/3 x the same thing? Yes, it is indeed. Why is it the same as 2x divided by 3? Let's practice some basic math here. This is the same thing as 2/3. So the left side is the same thing as 2/3 multiplied by x. Now when we say multiplied by x, that's the same thing as x divided by 1. Any number is itself divided by 1. And we learn in math that when you have two fractions, you simply multiply across. So the left side is going to be 2 times x, which is 2x, and 3 times 1, which is 3. So this part here originally was the right side. So clearly you can see left side equals right side. Same thing. So mentally from now on, whenever you have 2/3 x, be okay moving the x to the numerator. It's the same thing. Now let's solve some actual equations. We're not just simplifying the x's and the y's. We actually have an equal sign. This is called an equation. So as a fair Texas judge, yeehaw, I'm going to divide both sides by 2. That's fair. Now, why did we choose 2? Because the 2's cancel out. You can see that 2 divided by 2 is 1, but don't say 1x, just say x. X is equals to 6 divided by 2, which is 3. Please don't say 3 over 1. The answer is 3. Now let's take it one step further. How do you solve this algebra question, this equation? My advice to you is to get all the x's on one side. The 3x, I'm going to leave it on this left side of the equal sign. This equal sign is like a bridge. And I'm going to throw the negative 4 to the right. Some students, if you really want to go +4, it's fair. As a fair Texas judge, you can add positive 4 to both sides. And the plus 4 and the minus 4 will cancel. So that's one way of thinking about it. But mentally, it might be faster for you to think of this negative 4 as a term. And whenever you throw terms over the magical rainbow bridge, it switches signs. The negative 4 becomes a positive 4. That's another way of thinking about it. So 3x is equals to negative 12 plus 4. If you have $4 but you spend $12, negative 12 means you're spending money, you end up with negative $8. You have debt. And then we finish this off by being a fair Texas judge, and you divide by 3. You can see that the 3's cancel. So therefore x is equal to negative 8 over 3, which is an acceptable answer. It's negative 2 point something. Alright, now we're getting started with this algebra.